We are going to take a look at workspaces today. Actually, we're going to take a look specifically at the habitats in the enclosures workspace. This is light mode, rarely use it, so let's take a look. We hit enclosures, and we've added, so the whole enclosure workspace shows all your racks, all your cages, all your groups, all that kind of stuff. The size of the groups, cage occupancy, percentages, things like that. So it gives you a good idea of what you've got as far as space is concerned. But we've added something called habitats. And what habitats are is, we have racks and we have cages and we have this, and groups, but we didn't have a way to properly represent outdoor spaces, larger indoor spaces, wall spaces, things like that. So it started out with doing the wall, which was basically a wall that you could put aquariums on and cages and things like that, and you would look at it from this view. So kind of like a rack view, but in a wall format. So you measurement of the wall and away it goes, and everything's kind of sized properly and that kind of thing. But we took that a step further because we saw that people had a need for larger spaces, open spaces too. Small zoos, people that keep reptiles, tortoises outside, other animals outside in some of the warmer weather. So we built a system that you can make a wall, right? You could make a overhead pens in a small area. You can make a whole floor plan area, or you can do an outdoor space. We're going to take a look at an outdoor space today. Basically, we're going to call this the Big Outdoors. So that's what I'm calling this habitat. So a habitat for us would be the largest area that you want to contain to look at animals in containment. So it could be a section of a zoo, it could be a portion of your backyard, it could be anything that you just want to organize together. So this one habitat is going to be the big outdoors. It's everything that I have in my 6 acres back there. But we're not going to make it that big. So this is going to be the size that we're going to start with today. It's 100 meters by 50 meters. So we can basically select, we'll add a few more here shortly, enclosures, pens, and water areas. So what we can do is we can take an outdoor aviary and drag it on, a couple different ones. Maybe we want to create a custom one like that, big enclosure for my hawks. We're going to go ahead and take that one there. And then we may want to add a couple of markers. So we know we have a bush down here. We have another one over here. We have one here. And then there's a tree here. And maybe a pond over here. But that pond is much bigger. That's kind of weird shaped. There's the pond. So there's another pond. We're going to go ahead and stick a rock right there. So these are just kind of markers that you can give to people or to staff when you're telling them to go and look at a certain area or deal with animals in a certain pen. So we'll go ahead and save that. And once we're saved, we now have this big outdoor space that we can open up and see it in this graphical format, right? And for here, we would go ahead and we would click on a section, and then we would assign different animals to it. And then you would just, I'm going to take my redfoots, and I'm going to start assigning redfoot tortoises to it. We're just working on this page here. I don't love it, but you'll see a change by the time launch happens. So now I've assigned these 3 animals to that cage. If we take a look at it, we can view it. We can do our activities from it. We can actually do the whole activity from the whole cage or the whole pen is what this one would be. And that would apply to every animal on here, just like we do in all other bulk areas where we can do bulk things. So we could do a bulk feed today. We could do a bulk clean today. This will also show you medical reminders on here. There's a little medical bar if there's an animal in that pen that requires medical attention or is on a medical plan that you've already set up. And you actually come back here, and when you take a look at the enclosure workspace now, it does include that habitat that we just put in. So it groups all your habitats together. Let me just do that. We'll get into dark mode here. There we go. So again, we've grouped all the different, and you can just click on it from here to look at it. You don't have to go through all the steps to get to the habitats. Again, right on your main enclosure space here. And now that's part of the overview, the number of cages and racks you have, and it's all together. Okay, I hope you love that.